Michelle here with Dreaming English, and today I'm going to show you what you can see in Bitterfield, Maine on the beach in October when it's really cold. Brr. Are you ready? Let's go. To watch the sunrise here in Bitterfield, Maine, and you can see right behind me is the St. Mary and Joseph Spiritual Center. That's where I'm staying, and I got up really early to watch the sunrise, and I thought I'm the only one here, but then I thought no, there's someone else here. They're standing really still. Maybe they're like just relaxing and they're gonna watch the sunrise, and I thought maybe I'll go say hi to them. So I started to walk over to see this person that was behind me, and then I find out it's not a person. It's a piece of wood. Hello, piece of wood. Not at all a person like you and me. It's a piece of wood. And what's on top of it? Rocks. Rocks. This was probably, this piece of wood here, I'm guessing was part of a pier that would go out into the ocean. So maybe that's what it was. Maybe it was a pier, I don't know. But apparently not a person. So something that you might find in Maine on the beach in October is foam. They're little bubbles. And they form when the waves are coming up. So foam, you might find that at the beach. So behind me, you can see that the sun has finally risen. So the sun went up, 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 and is now just above those houses behind us. In this particular part of the beach, you don't actually see the sun rise over the water, you see it rise over those houses. So I think if I walked past those houses, maybe there's a beach over there, and maybe I could have seen the sunrise over the water. What you see on the beach are dogs. So this woman is playing with her 3 dogs, and she's throwing something in the water, and they're running in and out of the water to get, I think it's like a stick, and they're playing in the waves here at the beach. All right, so here behind me is another piece of driftwood that drifted from the ocean back there on to the beach. So another piece of driftwood, and it's all wet. One thing that you'll find on the beach in Maine is sponges, and this is actually an animal that's alive like you and me and lives in the ocean, and these sponges have washed up on the ocean. So that's one thing you'll find here. So let me go put my toes in the water, like I said. Put my toes in the water and see how cold it is. Oh my God, go! That's why people are not swimming right now, because it's really, really cold. In the summer, there'd be tons and tons of people. People would come and they'd wear their bathing suits and they would go swimming, and it would be really crowded. But because it's so cold, the water anyway, it's not too cold because I can walk around in my t-shirt and without any shoes, but it's cold enough that people don't want to come and swim. However, yesterday I saw people surfing on the water. Wow, there's somebody surfing. Holy moly. This is litter. It is not a natural sponge, as opposed to this, which is a natural sponge from the ocean. So, non-natural sponge, man-made, probably for a car wash, and natural sponge, made from the ocean. Okay, so another thing that you'll see on the beach are seagulls. And here's one walking along with me and just trying to find any crabs that it can eat or any bits of food that people left behind. And just something that you might see on the beach in Maine, or any beach, at least in the United States. So behind me is a sand dune, and it's basically a pile of sand that has grass growing in it, and a lot of birds live in it. So these ones are actually protected. If you walk on them, you can get a fine and you'd have to pay. So basically, sand dunes are another thing you can find on the beach in Maine. Hi, Rochelle with Dreaming English, and here in Maine on the East Coast, and usually we only get to see the sun rise on the East Coast, but right now it's setting. It's not quite setting right over the ocean, but there are parts that we can actually see it setting over the ocean. Here I'm going to see it setting behind me over these houses, but if I walk further past those houses, I would be able to see it setting over the ocean. So again, I talked about sun rises, and here is soon going to be a sunset. So the sun will go down.